My 25th anniversary gift to myself, I've always wanted to do Strange Interlude. For me, it's always been this extraordinary play that doesn't get produced very often. And so when we were planning the 25th anniversary season, I thought, what are the plays that I really want to do and have thought about for a while and haven't done, and that could be done by this theater now and with this Harman, Sidney Harman Hall, and which would be a challenge, real challenge for me. And so Strange Interlude was absolutely at the top of the list. The play was very controversial when it opened. And for me, the things that made it controversial then are still exciting to me now. First of all, its form of saying something and then saying what you really mean, and a character only hearing what you say but not hearing what you might mean is just a challenging way of how do you stage that. What do actors do? Do they freeze? What happens during that? So that excites me because in that sense there is no subtext underneath the words. The text and then the subtext are both spoken. And do you speak them differently? Do you speak them the same? What do you do? And I have some ideas, but I'm probably going to find out a lot more when I go into rehearsal. But the other thing that really interests me is the fact that it hits so many themes that are important now that were really quite surprising when it was originally written, but haven't changed. First of the whole issue of family, of inheritance from childhood, nurture or nature, from sexuality, from a woman's sexuality, from success, which is a very big part of the play, about the American idea of success, about having an affair while you're married for a specific reason, for the effect of war on a person, and really the story of a very, very, very complicated woman. O'Neill wrote in a time when he didn't always trust the actor to impart what he wanted, so he overwrote in some ways. And so I got the rights to edit it, probably edit it in half, without losing its framework, without losing its conscious and unconscious thought, but just by some, as I've done with O'Neill before, some judicious, not necessarily saying the same thing twice or not elaborating on something that doesn't need elaboration. But its form will be the same. And somebody said, why don't you just cut out all the thoughts? I said, well, no. The thoughts are what makes the play so interesting. And as the play goes along and you get really more interested in hearing when somebody says something very nice and you understand underneath it there's something totally different going on, you get to want to know their thoughts almost more than what they say. And so the audience, it's like continuing to peel the onion. So I've always wanted to do Strange Interlude. But I always thought it was too big a play for the Landsberg. So when we built the Harman, I always thought someday Strange Interlude will be on that stage. And it's going to be in the 25th anniversary season.